What is Komi Can't Communicate? An extremely shy young woman has serious trouble speaking but is determined to make 100 friends in high school. Ready? Let's have a chat. Shoko Komi is her school's most popular student with a legion of admirers, all too intimidated by her presence but with no idea she is extremely shy. So shy in fact that she can't even speak a single word to others, resulting in her having no friends. That is until she is noticed by classmate Hitohito Tadano. Although a remarkably average student, Tadano is very astute and is the first to notice Komi's condition, offering to be her first real friend. Together, they aim to achieve Komi's dream, venturing outside her comfort zone and making 100 friends before graduating. And with a school of wild and eccentric students, there are no end of options for Komi to befriend and meet her modest goal. That is as long as she can manage to get a word in. Komi Can't Communicate currently has 2 seasons of anime and an ongoing manga series. Communication is the key. What is Sakamoto Days? A master hitman retires to build a peaceful life with his family, but is forced to fend off attacks from the assassin organization of his past. Ready? Business is booming. Taro Sakamoto is the most feared hitman, whose skills and exploits are considered legendary in the underworld. And then he quit and got married. Years later, Sakamoto is now an out-of-shape family man, running a convenience store with his wife while raising their young daughter. But when Shin Asakura shows up to recruit Sakamoto back into the world of assassins, the retired hitman proves to be just as dangerous as ever. Unfortunately, his act of defiance results in a bounty placed on Sakamoto's head, and he is forced to defend himself against a wave of professional killers. It's up to Sakamoto with Shin's help to remove his bounty and keep his store safe, all while upholding the principles his family taught him to cherish. Sakamoto Days is currently in its first season with an ongoing manga. Need to clean up at the register. What is summertime rendering? A young man becomes trapped in a time loop and dedicates himself to save his hometown and childhood friend from evil spirits. Ready? Try again. Shinpei Ajiro is called back to his home on Hitogashima Island after the death of his childhood friend Ushio Kofune. But when he hears rumors about Ushio's death, Shinpei begins investigating only to learn a legend about spiritual clones called shadows. And then he is killed by a shadow. Suddenly, Shinpei wakes up days earlier and realizes he is in a time loop, so he uses it to learn more about Ushio along with other island disappearances. But the shadows are noticing Shinpei's talents and will not let him or anyone else interfere with their plans for the island. It's up to Shinpei and his friends to stop the shadows before they get stronger, using the foresight gained from his power to loop through time. And maybe a little help from Ushio herself. Summertime Rendering has a completed anime series and a completed manga. Fight today for a better tomorrow. What is Vinland Saga? The life of a Viking child is changed forever when his home is invaded and he enlists with mercenaries to get revenge. Ready? Stand and fight! In a small Iceland village, Thorfinn enjoys a peaceful life with his family, including his father, once a Viking commander, now turned family man. But when invaders arrive, Thorfinn is devastated when the mercenary Askeladd kills his father in a duel when his son's life is in danger. Seeking revenge, Thorfinn joins Askeladd's mercenaries and grows into a dangerous fighter to earn the right to challenge him to a duel. Years pass, and the Viking band takes part in a campaign to aid the Danish crown in a war against England, with Askeladd serving the sworn prince. But the daily atrocities of war have numbed Thorfinn, and the young Viking must choose between his lust for battle or his desire for revenge. Vinland Saga has 2 anime seasons with an ongoing manga series. Better to fight and fall than to live without hope. What is Kill la Kill? A young woman searches for her father's killer by enrolling at a school where the student council rules with killer uniforms. Ready? Don't lose your way. Searching for her father's murderer, Ryoko Matoi travels to Hono City and enrolls at Honoji Academy, a school ruled entirely by the student council. There she encounters student president Sasuke Kiryuin and her army of student fighters, each equipped with uniforms made with life fibers that grant special powers. After the meeting, Ryoko is banished underground where she finds a sentient uniform made of life fibers named Senketsu and transforms into a supernatural warrior. Armed with Senketsu, Ryoko fights the student council and their unique abilities, including Sasuke herself dressed in her own powerful uniform. But the secret of the life fibers threaten more than just the school, and Ryoko will have to fight beyond the school's hierarchy in order to stay alive, and hopefully confront her father's killer. Kill la Kill has a completed anime series and a manga adaptation. Always dressed to kill. What is Rurouni Kenshin? A wandering swordsman yearns to escape his death-filled past by seeking out a peaceful life away from conflict. Ready? Draw your blade. During the Japanese Boshin War, Kenshin Himura was known as a legendary assassin whose deadly efforts greatly helped usher in the Meiji era. Following the war, Kenshin becomes a wandering ronin, pledging to never take another life when he arrives in Tokyo and meets Karu Kamiya. After helping Karu's dojo, the samurai is invited to stay to enjoy a peaceful life while helping others with his skills using the reverse blade sword. But one does not attain notoriety without making enemies, and Kenshin's past has a way of seeking him out, aiming to disrupt his peace and restore his killer instinct. It's up to Kenshin to protect his new friends and home from those who would return to the bloody past and invade their tranquil lifestyle, even if it means reviving old habits. Rurouni Kenshin is currently on Season 2 of a revival anime with a completed classic series, a completed manga, and several films, both anime and live action. For those who live by the sword. What is So I'm a Spider, So What? A student is reincarnated into a strange dungeon as a weak spider and must fight for survival in a world of heroes and demons. Ready? Do whatever a spider can. When a classroom suddenly perishes, a young student finds herself reborn as a spider monster in a dungeon labyrinth deep underground. Determined to survive, the Spider Girl, aka Kumoko, quickly adapts to her bizarre situation and takes advantage of the new world's game-like structure. As she fights dungeon creatures, Kumoko gains powerful skills and levels up to stronger evolutions to rival the powerful monsters ruling the labyrinth. But her presence soon poses a threat to the world above ground and threatens the balance of an already chaotic land threatened by a demon lord. Luckily, this doesn't concern Kumoko, as she remains committed to survive and live her best life while letting the heroes do all the fighting. Oh, and maybe find out why she turned into a spider. So I'm a Spider has one anime season, an ongoing manga with spin-off, and a completed light novel series. With great power comes no responsibilities. What is Lycoris Recoil? Young women are trained to be assassins to maintain peace against criminal threats by posing as innocent schoolgirls. Ready? Looks can be deceiving. To counter terrorist threats in Japan, secret organization Direct Attack trains teen girls to be assassins disguised as schoolgirls known as Lycoris. Shisato Nishikiki was their best agent, but when she takes a pacifist stance to killing, she is placed in care of Liko Rico, a Lycoris cafe front. So when another agent, Takina Inoue, is transferred to Liko Rico, she is shocked to find a cheerful Chisato who has not at all lost her touch. Together, the two take on odd jobs and encounter a terrorist cell looking to expose Direct Attack and Lycoris by any means necessary. It's up to the young ladies to stop the terrorists and protect the Lycoris agents before their identities and lives are endangered, all while staying true to themselves and each other. Lycoris Recoil has one anime season, a manga adaptation, and light novel spin-offs. Never mistake kindness for weakness. What is Fooly Cooly? A young boy's dull life is changed when a young woman on a Vespa causes robots to burst from his head. Ready? Swing the bat. In the small town of Mabase, Naota Nandaba lives a boring life, tolerating his brother's ex-girlfriend, substituting him for her former beau. Suddenly, the Vespa-riding Haruka Haruhara arrives and runs over Naota with her scooter, then hits him with her guitar to save him. Surprisingly, it doesn't help, but gives the young man a huge lump, which later bursts into robots fighting their way out of his head. After stopping the machines, Haruka takes a special interest in Naota and moves into his home, along with the now domesticated robots. Now Naota's life is anything but boring, as more robots appear from his head and he struggles to understand his connection to them all, as well as the continued insanity that Haruka brings to his small town. Fooly Cooly has one original anime series with 4 sequel series, a completed manga series, and a light novel adaptation. It takes an idiot to do cool things. What is Naruto? A young ninja trains to gain recognition and achieve his dream of becoming the strongest leader in his village. Ready? Believe it. In the Hidden Leaf village of Konoha, powerful ninja warriors train themselves and hone their skills to be the best fighters in the ninja world. Naruto Uzumaki is one such ninja who dreams of becoming Hokage, the leader of Konoha, but struggles to gain respect due to his dark past. Mentored by veteran ninjas, Naruto teams up with other trainees to complete missions in order to protect villagers and advance their skill sets. But as the young ninjas grow stronger, the team uncovers deep secrets about their past and become drawn into the world's conflicts. It's up to Naruto to complete his training learning new skills to prove himself to his home village and find his own ninja way, and hopefully overcome the dark power residing inside him. Naruto has a completed series with 2 sequel series, a spin-off series, 11 movies, and a completed manga series with an ongoing sequel. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go!